All right, we are continuing, and it looks like about to end this kidnap turnabout, I think is the name of it. Things got kind of weird when Mr. Amano here kind of screwed up uh, what we were doing, which was cornering his son for faking the kidnapping. We go to the next part of it since he's not allowing us to go in the haunted house. If I can't get permission to investigate the crime scene, then the truth will be lost. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Okay. Mr. Edgeworth, what are you doing exploring a bind? The hero of justice appears to save the day. Look, you just leave it to me. For I am Kay Faraday, the second of the great Yadagarasu. But I thought you were a thief, not a hero. The Yadagarasu is noble, and is always a create the inside of the haunted house with this. Plus, if we then factor in everyone's testimony, we can recreate exactly what happened when I dropped off the ransom money. And maybe we'll figure out some new information through this. It's worth a try. Agent Lang. Ah, so you want to use your little toy? Be my guest. Okay, hang on. You're all about to witness the true power of a real modern-day Robin Hood. Detective Gumshoe, is there a copy of the haunted house's blueprint among the police's reference documents? Yes, sir. We got it just in case we needed it for the kidnapping case. Alright, I'll input the haunted house data then. What is this? Where are we? It's like we're inside the haunted house. Even if we can't inspect the real location itself, the path to the truth slumbers here. If I can successfully navigate my way using logic, I'll ultimately arrive at the truth. Now then, I believe I'm ready to investigate the crime scene. Okay, so what should I recreate first? You haven't figured it out yet? And maybe I have, and maybe I haven't, but I'm going to make you do all the hard work. Very well, I like to inspect the moment in which I was ambushed by my abductor. The two of them were definitely in this place at that time. If I can verify that, it may provide me with a new lead. I had just come out onto the hallway after leaving the money inside the dining room. At that time I saw a badger slumped over on the floor there in the hall. Eh? What was the badger doing all the way down there? I also thought it strange. However, I thought that maybe it was simply a mannequin that was set there for atmosphere. Do you know which badger it was? No, it was too dark to tell. All I saw was a silhouette. Pretty sure it was Proto. In that case, I'll just program a badger silhouette in for now. Okay, programming complete. Yeah. Yeah, it looks cute when it's just sitting there and not actually walking toward us. That's when you were struck from behind, right? Yes. But that's odd. The hallway is a dead end. Where did your assailant come from? There's only one location I can think of. I believe my assailant was lying in wait here. And by that... Yeah.
Take that!
That doll I saw wasn't really a doll. It was in fact a costume kidnapper. Oh, so he used the costume as the perfect camouflage to blend in with the rest of the house. Precisely. He waited until I had made the drop-off and was about to leave. Then, just as he saw me take a step towards the exit, he stood and launched his attack. I can think of no better hiding place than this. Hey, not bad. I'm beginning to think I should steal this tactic for myself. Just don't use it to do anything criminal, Kay. Well, Lance? What? What are you asking me for? As one of the kidnappers, I figured I should give you the chance to confess first. I was one of the kidnappers, but I don't know anything. I did come up to the haunted house, but I never set foot inside. I left Oliver in charge of picking up the ransom money. He didn't set foot inside. Is he telling the truth, or is this another lie? Alright, then you're claiming that it was Mr. Deacon who assaulted me. Yes, I'm sure it was him. Okay, inputting the new info now. Mr. Deacon was the Bad Badger, right? Since the Bad Badger has a gun attached to its right hand, I'll have to change it so the weapon is in its left hand. Now to verify the facts of this recreation. You didn't recreate the weapon. Well, I can't exactly recreate something I knew nothing about. So tell me, what were you hit with? The attack came from behind, so I had no idea. But I doubt it was someone's bare hands. Okay, then where were you hit? I was hit on the right side of my head, just above my temple. There was a bit of blood, but it wasn't anything serious. Ouch, sounds painful. Why are you smirking like that when you say it? It's just your imagination. Now let's see. I wonder if there's anything in the hallway that could have been used as a weapon. I'm looking for something the culprit could have used to hit you with. I saw a sword there, but... It's a prop sword. So I saw a sword in the hallway. So maybe it's that? Are you talking about this thing here? Yes, although we did find that the kidnapper's hideout. Wait, yes, it's possible that the culprit took it with him after using it on me. To leave no evidence behind, right? Correct, it may be worth a more thorough examination yet. Okay, so what test do you want to run on this sword?
Well, both would work, because he thinks that he got blood on him, and he thinks he used
Yeah,
oh, but
actually, yeah, so maybe just the luminol. The culprit was wearing a costume at the time, so a fingerprint analysis is useless. Let's run a luminol test. It's possible that some of my blood found its way onto this. Agent Lang, may I ask for your cooperation in this matter? Like I have a choice. Shi-na, call the lab boys. Understood. Except for a dab on the left side, it would appear that the blade is spotless. So it must have been the left side of the prop sword that hit you then, right? Okay, I'll update the recreation with this new piece of info. And in the next instant, this badger will swing his left arm, complete with weapon in hand. Yes, to club me with the left side of the prop sword. Shall I recreate the moment of impact? I want to see the pained expression on your face. It's just fine the way it is. Maybe not. It's just my imagination, or something not quite right. Well, we're saying that... Yeah. But see, so it's on... that side. And if he hit him with that, then it would be... the other side, I think. That's what it's saying.
Eureka!
Finally, I found a clear contradiction of facts about this sword. Except for a bit on the left side, this prop sword is absolutely spotless. However, if the culprit had used his left hand, the blood would be on the opposite side. The opposite side, huh? If the culprit held the sword in his left hand, then the sword's right side would be hit. I see, but the blood was on the left side of the sword, right? Which means that he used his right hand to hit you. Exactly. This prop sword has a large handguard attached to its hilt. It would be impossible to hold it with two hands while wearing a costume with such big hands. Therefore, if it couldn't be the left hand or both hands, it must have been the right. I'll change the data to reflect a right-handed swing. Not yet, Kay. There's no sense in changing anything yet. If you change the parameters to the right hand, it only creates a new contradiction. Changing the prop sword to be in the culprit's right hand would conflict with what? This.
Take that!
Bad Badger already holds a gun in his right hand, so he can't hold a sword in addition. Hey, that's right. Then what now? If it wasn't in his left or his right hand, it means that the one who struck me could not have been the Bad Badger. Are you paying attention, Lance? Mr. Deacon could not have been the one who struck me, so it was only you as our primary suspect. Ah, fine, it was me. I hit you. It appears that you lied to me yet again. It's you. I see that a little bit, actually, yeah. Wait, isn't Lance left-handed? Yes. That's what makes this deception all the more interesting. He used his right hand to make it look like Mr. Deacon had been the one to strike me. For you see, firing a gun with one's non-dominant hand is difficult. But that level of dexterity isn't required to swing a prop sword. Okay, please input this new data. The one who hit me from behind was Lance. Or should I say the Proto-Badger? You got it, here I go! The Bad Badger looks cute trying to hit him. It's the Proto-Badger that has the weird face. Now we have a faithful recreation of the situation around the attack on me. Alright, all we have to do is examine this new recreation and... Ha 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 ha. And what exactly is so funny, Agent Lang? An amusing little gadget, it sure packs a punch, right, Shi-na? Yes, it was all I could do to hold my laughter in. Hey, don't make fun of little thief, you mean old werewolf. He and Mr. Edgeworth bring out the best in each other. You've had your little fun, but now it's my turn. I've sat quietly by, listening. The crude conclusions you two keep spewing don't whet this wolf's appetite. There's no guarantee that your toy will always show the real situation at any given time. All it displays is whatever information you put in there, right? Well, when you put it that way, your suppositions are wrong. It's not your fault, so I'm going to let you in on this. There is a trick to this haunted house. And what may that be exactly? A trick beyond what your tiny imaginations can produce. Shi-na! Here you are. Now then, what you missed, girlie, is written right here in this pamphlet. 7 Wonders of the Haunted House, the Disappearing Badger. What is this? I'd say that someone around here is fond of theatrics. And as you can see, they set a doll down at the end of this hallway for that purpose. Basically, the blue badger you saw was just a stupid doll. How can this be? Guess that throws your whole theory about it being your attacker right out the window. But that can't be right. Maybe the culprit hid the doll somewhere. And then he laid down and pretended to be it instead. If the criminal couldn't even hide himself in the hallway, how could he hide a giant doll? Do you get it now? Thanks to your presumptions, your logic started off weak and led you to the completely wrong conclusion. But get off your high horse, Mr. Edgeworth. Hey, I wonder if you could please input the new information for me. You don't know when to quit, do you? I can't quit, not until I can declare that I found the truth. Agent Lang, for the additional information, you have my thanks. There you go again. We'll see if I care. Okay, I'm updating the recreation now. That looks really weird. Look at how it changes from the blue badger into the proto-badger all of a sudden. The slumped-over badger was just a doll. Where is my attacker hiding? Well, that's what we're going to find out, right? So come on, Mr. Edgeworth, let's go. Yes, let's. This recreation can't be right, which means there must be a contradiction somewhere. It's the proto-badger who struck me. I suppose I should really say that it's Lance. Oh, are you going to get him back? I need not resort to violence when the lawsuit I plan to bring to court will suffice. Really, because I totally would have decked him right back. If someone steals from me, I steal something from them. If I get hit, I hit them back. If I get paid, I return the money. That's the secret to how a great thief works. Her third statement doesn't seem to be of much benefit to her survival. It's a replica of myself. You were totally oblivious to what was behind you, huh? Yes, I suppose I am also to blame for what happened to me. It was incredibly dark, which is all the more reason I should have been more alert. I vow to never be caught by surprise again. This is where the proto-badger shows up in our recreation. Yes, now the question is, where did he come from? Yes, but there's no place to hide in our current model. There must be an inconsistency somewhere. Whoops. This blue badger is just a doll for use in this haunted house. I bet the one who killed the blue badger was the bad badger, right? According to the Blue Badger Bible, it says that they are each other's worst enemy. All because one's an ally of justice, and the other's a vile criminal with a gun. Perhaps they were just destined to battle each other, much like the steel samurai and the evil magistrate. Yeah, I mean, we're able to do it with the blue badger on the ground, but
I mean, what are you looking for?
that I don't know. I'm trying to think what could be a... When you take a look around, it almost feels more like a house of mirrors. Indeed, who has ever heard of this many mirrors? Dad's calling me. I'll read it. Alright, now back to the game. Well, at least we know this is the real crime scene thanks to these mirror shards. Hey wait, these shards. There's something different about them. Oh? The ones we found earlier are thicker than the shards from these mirrors on this wall. On the left, there's some sort of design on the back too. The pieces from that costume are certainly different from the other mirrors. What does this mean? Could it be that our pieces are not pieces of these mirrors? Pieces of a set of armor are on a pile here. Why do you think they almost always have sets of armor inside haunted houses? I suppose this sort of interior design is meant to bring out a sense of the abnormalcy. Why do all your explanations have to be so hard to understand, Mr. Edgeworth? Now try explaining it again, this time so that even a thief like me can get it. That may prove to be a difficult task. So, let's see if there's anything we can figure out here. Oh, there isn't. Different from the mirrors on the walls. Very thick and has a design in the back.
Oh, I see.
What's up?
What's broken?
This? Things I can't examine it.
I mean,
Yeah. So, let's see. Miles, my boy, what is the meaning of all this? Do you plan to pay me back for all I've done for you with the conviction of my son? I have not forgotten my debt to you. However, your son's crimes are a separate matter. Further, I can't ignore the truth when it's right before me. You will regret this. I promise you that. No matter the outcome, I never regret the choices I make. You can lie all you want, but it will be all for naught, Lance. As soon as I expose the truth, you will be placed under arrest. How can you do this after all that my dad has done for you? What your father has done for me is unrelated to the charges you face now. Unbelievable. You know, you kind of sound like a bully right now, Mr. Edgeworth. If I'm not serious about this, he will never understand the true gravity of his crimes. I will not allow him to remain a child forever. Haha, now you sound like a dad. Miss Pops, by my hand I will prove your innocence in the murder of Mr. Deacon. Therefore, please don't fret. It will soon be over. Do you not trust me? That is... Your face is all beef red, Miss Pops. No, I can't. I have Lance. Lolly, don't tell me that you like that guy more than me. That's... Oh, why am I so pathetic? I'm so easily swayed by even a single glance. What exactly is she going on about? I think you have another guilty person on your hands, Mr. Edgeworth. By the way, you'll notice that thing is broken on the back too, behind her. So I guess it's not that. Let me see. There must be an inconsistency somewhere about where... Can we inspect this again? place to hide in our current model. Must be a consistency somewhere. Is this spot somehow connected to any of the evidence I've heard? What's this? Nope. I don't know what this would contradict. So I think this gas provides for food. Yes, of course. Pretty neat, huh? Practice, then the device is stolen with the react. Oh, yeah. Maybe present her that glass? I cannot figure out what the contradiction is.
What is the contradiction?
I don't know. Like this. How are you gonna get him back? This. There's these mirror shards. There's something different about the mirror shards. Where did they move? Must be an inconsistency somewhere. It's gotta be this thing. I don't know how, but it's gotta be.
The guy-
We can't even tell. Because everything's in green, so how it is. Complete guess. I don't know. Not yet.
I guess I'm not sure what was supposed to be contradicting.
Yeah. Like, it's... Where did the proto-badger come from? There must be a contradiction somewhere, but I'm like, it doesn't really help.
Did he come out of the doors that they're all standing in front of?
That would be crazy, because we saw him in the movie at the beginning.
But wait, maybe he came out of the room too. Or was it in the hallway?
Yeah, because we never actually saw the thing get up. So we got it. And where did he come from if it didn't come from that crumpled up? Are you able to investigate this? We cannot. I have no obligation to talk to you. Well, I'm fine with just Little Thief in solving this case. That toy, it's very well made. Haha, that's because it's the heart of the noble thief, Yatagarasu. Okay, that may not be something you want to advertise to everyone. So, Shi-na, what exactly is the source of this extra-dimensional-like space? I believe that it's nothing more than a projection from that girl's toy. So it's all an illusion, right? Yes. Hey, don't treat this like some sort of silly light show. Thanks for letting me use Little Thief. Lang Zai says, reject not those who seek the truth. So keep in mind that I'm not doing it for you, I'm doing this for the truth. Don't worry, I understand. We may have different methods, but our wish is the same. I can't believe what I'm seeing, sir. The space I'm standing in, it's like some sort of crazy dream. Except that this isn't a dream. This is something K's gadget. No way, this is exactly like a dream, sir. I've never been so impressed. It's a miracle. Someone sure is easily impressed. Hee hee, I'm so glad you like it. Oh, so this is a product of your gadget. I wish I had one too. Well, once this is over, I'll let you play with it for a bit if you want. You do that for me, pal? Thanks. Alright, let's wrap this case up already. It's times like these that I wonder if they understand the seriousness of the situation. Yeah, like, because I looked around before and didn't... Like, nothing popped up, like, nothing went yellow.
Maybe that other mirror or something?
For whatever reason, I can't look for... See how, like, nothing pops up to investigate until I get here? I mean, that's what I was assuming with this, but I still don't know what this contradicts whatsoever. Different from the mirrors on the wall. Used to kill Deacon, was originally stolen from guard by victim during escape.
Eureka!
Hold on a second here. There's something wrong with this blue badger. Oh, like what? The way the belt is on him is opposite of how it should be. Did you make a mistake?
Did you see it? Did you see it?
No. I thought it had something to do with there shouldn't be, like, there was, this would have been 3 blue badgers, so there's something wrong. I inputted the image data exactly as it is in the pamphlet. So then why is the blue badger dressed up in reverse? The blue badger in the pamphlet photo is in reverse to the regular blue badger. But why? There must be some sort of explanation. So, look how his belt is. It loops on his left shoulder. This loops on his right. Maybe it's a mirror image. Okay, do you remember what you said earlier? What I said earlier about what? About how this building might as well have been a house of mirrors? House of mirrors. Oh, that would explain the reversed or mirror image. Yes, this blue badger might be nothing more than a reflected image of a real one. Then, was the blue badger you saw just a reflection? When I looked down this hall, I thought it was perfectly straight. However, if there was a mirror... Oh, then it would actually form an L shape, right? Precisely. I was deceived. The hallway was almost pitch black. And there was a beam in the way that obstructed my view of the other hallway. But wait. Well, why build this place like that? It sounds pretty pointless to me. Okay, this house is just another attraction and an amusement park. They created the mirror wall for a very specific purpose, one I can point out to you. This was the reason they built a mirror wall.
Oh, is it for him to disappear?
Take that!
As it's written in the pamphlet, the main draw of the attraction is the mystery of the disappearing badger. You mean they built the mirror for that trick alone? But you said you saw the badger, so it was definitely still there. That was true at the time, however. Doing this allows me to make the blue badger disappear in a flash. To remove a reflected image, simply move the mirror. First, the mirror was constructed so that it could be moved. Then beyond where the mirror was, an empty hallway had to be created. Oh, so when they wanted people to see the blue badger, they would open the mirror. But when they wanted to hide it, they simply had to close it again. This explains why the other side of these fragments have a design on them. And if the pattern is the same as the other walls in this hallway, and when the mirror is closed, it would blend in with the rest of the walls. This is the mirror trick that this haunted house employs. And this also proves the existence of a hiding place for the culprit. How so? Think about it, Kay. There was a place that was outside of my field of vision. Culprit kept out of sight behind me here. Here.
Take that!
I'm not sure how he... Oh, I'm an idiot.
Take that!
There was a very large blind spot, one I could not see beyond, and it was here. If my assailant hid on the other side of the movable mirror, then you wouldn't be able to see him. He didn't even need to do anything to the Blue Badger doll. Exactly, all he had to do was wait for me on the other side of the mirror. Wait, hold on, I just thought of something. Yes? Well, shouldn't the mirror wall be broken right now in reality? Since we have a few shards of it, we can probably assume it is. Yes, it most definitely is broken. The question is, when was it broken? Since we found these inside the victim's costume, that would mean that the victim was there when the mirror was broken. Wait, that sound. That sound I heard was most definitely the sound of a mirror breaking. Hey, I'd like you to input some new information. Don't scare me like that. Sorry, but I need you to recreate something for me. Sure, whatever you need. So what do you need anyway? If you could first recreate this hallway just before I entered the room. You got it. Now this, I believe this is how it was right before I entered the dining room. Although at the time, I thought it was but a single straight hallway. And then I went inside. It was around then that I heard the sound of a mirror shattering. Heard what? Then... Yes, I believe it was then that the mirror was broken. Okay, so then when you slipped outside into the hallway again, the mirror wall should no longer exist. Kay, please recreate that. Wait, but with the mirror gone, the culprit lost his hiding spot. So where did he go in his Proto-Badger suit, Mr. Edgeworth? That's easy enough. With the mirror gone, he simply hid himself in the branch hallway. I think this about wraps it up. Looks like we finally solved everything. Not yet, an even larger contradiction has now reared its head. Huh? Perhaps you did not notice, but this recreation contains a very troubling inconsistency. The inconsistency between what I saw in the recreation lies... I don't know. Perhaps you did. So this is when he left the dining room. It contains a troubling inconsistency. Well...
Take that!
Oops. The scene I saw before me and what's being presented in this recreation. There's something that was on site that isn't in this recreation. Maybe not.
Take that!
Glory. Oh, wait. I already did.
Take that!
Over here. Okay, take a good look at the end of the hall. Oh, there's no Blue Badger there. Exactly, the blue badger that I saw in reality is not here. This is the final point on this long chain of logic, the last remaining contradiction. So let me get this straight. When you came out of the dining room, you saw Badger, right? And that is precisely where the final contradiction lies. Something that shouldn't exist was there before me. Who or what do you suppose it was? I believe this is the real identity of our mystery badger. Yeah, so I can't present anything here. You mean the victim? I thought he was already good at this point, but boy, wouldn't that be?
I thought so too. But that's why we kidnapped him to think that he get.
Take that!
The badger I saw was in actuality the dead victim's body. Oh, what? Agent Lang, the entirety of my complete logic is my final decisive piece of evidence. The murder happened in the hallway of the haunted house at the time of the drop-off, and you can consider the moment I heard the mirror breaking to be the real time of death for Mr. Deacon. No. Maybe it was due to their fighting, or perhaps it was the life-shattering bullet, and no matter what the cause was, the hallway mirror wall was broken. Hi, you were in the house at the time, right? Are you telling me that you missed the sound of a gunshot? There were a vast variety of sound effects playing at the time, all for theatrics, I assume. The gunshot must have blended right in. Now then, I'd like you to recall something for me. Who was it that was with the victim at the haunted house? Who was the one who had the opportunity to rob the victim of his gun and use it on him? Ugh. It was you, Lance Amano. It's like I'm so... It's not like I had a choice. Oliver turned on me all of a sudden. He snapped and turned violent right after I hung up with you. He shoved me to the ground and straddled me. I fought back as hard as I could, grabbed his gun, and I shot him. The bullet must have went through his body and shattered the mirror. If I hadn't taken his gun and shot him first, I would have been the one you found. He's a hardened criminal. He escaped from jail. See, that's justified self-defense. The boy was only trying to protect himself. That remains to be seen, and will have to be resolved in court. Agent Lang, I'll leave the rest to you. Heh, as if you were the one in charge around here. Guys, arrest these two and get them out of my sight. Wait, I had nothing to do with the murder. The only person you should be arresting is Lance. Dad? Sorry, but you're not slipping away that easily, Mr. Ernest Amano. You tampered with the evidence so that you could cover for your son. What a great dad you are, willing to risk it all. Truly touching. By the way, do you know why I'm really here? How could I possibly know the answer to such an asinine question? You wound me. I came all this way from across the sea just to see you, you know. Came to see me? What's that supposed to mean? I have a few things to ask you, Mr. Amano, about a case from 10 years ago. A case from 10 years ago? Oh, what's the name that you used for that case? Shi-Na. It's known as the KG-8 incident. The KG-8 incident? Ah, so you remember it. Good. Then you'll recall that the trigger in that case was the Amano Group scandal, specifically the charge of an internal smuggling ring. Smuggling? Where's that word again? At the time, the person that was arrested as the ringleader was Mr. Amano's very own secretary, Mr. Colin DeVore. Ah, father. Secretary, Mr. DeVore. I always suspected that you were involved with the smuggling ring, Mr. Amano. Mr. Devore was arrested in place of you, which is why when he broke out, you hid from the police, right? You hid him in exchange for his silence on your little girly secret. Now. Please calm down. I honestly have no idea what you're talking about. Okay, pretend to be ignorant all you want. We're taking you down to the precinct anyway for a nice long chat. Who the heck was that? I'll take him down to the precinct if you don't mind. And who the heck are you? I'm Jacques Portsman, and I'm the prosecutor in charge of this case. Is this before the first case of the game? Oh, Jacques, thank goodness you're here. Don't jerk me around. This is an Interpol case, so keep your paws off my
undercover agent. But then he really killed that guy?
And if you're an undercover agent, why would you try to pin it on somebody else? See, in this country, we prosecutors work with the police to bring cases to court. So if you could please cooperate with me here, that'd be great. Now, how about a handshake to seal the deal? Sorry, but I hate prosecutors, the whole lot of you. Guys, arrest the two suspects. Sir! Oh, I almost forgot. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth, is it? I'd like to thank you. Thank me? Yeah, for working so hard to fulfill my goal. Hey, is that any way to thank someone? What the heck is that supposed to mean? You were so relentless with Lance that you forced Ernest to tamper with the evidence. Thanks to that, I finally had a legitimate reason to arrest him. How does it feel to bite the hand that feeds you? The hand that feeds me? I'm not sure I follow. Hey, no use pretending with me. You're the one, right? You're the corrupt prosecutor that's working for Mr. Amano in the smuggling ring, right? No, I wouldn't never do such a thing. Then what the heck, our intel is never wrong. In your prosecutor's office, there's definitely someone working within the ring. So Mr. Agent Lang suspected my relation to Mr. Romano. That must be the real reason behind his antagonistic attitude. On top of that, your mentor was Manfred von Karma, right? There were non-stop rumors flying around about forged evidence with that guy. You're not twisting the truth behind those closed courtroom doors, too, are you? The courtroom is the place where the truth is revealed. Ha 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 ha! Well, don't worry. It's not only you. A whole lot of you can't be trusted. Prosecutor who never lost in 40 years? Every defendant must be found guilty? Fueled by that kind of thinking, is it any wonder that courts produce nothing but falsities and lies? It would seem that his disdain extends beyond just me. Prosecutors, the courts, why is this man so angry with us all? Rest assured that the next time we meet, I won't be so forgiving. So don't you forget it. Please wait. Agent Shi-na. Why does Agent Lang hate all prosecutors so? Lang is the head of the long-honored House of Lang in Zhangfa. The heads of all police-related divisions in that country were of Lang blood. Where? What do you mean by that? Aren't they still? They were revered, but that was long ago. They don't have that sort of sway anymore. And it's all because of the courts. How could that be? The prosecutor once withheld and tampered with the evidence one of the Lang detectives found. That evidence's purity was tarnished and cost the Lang family its honor and trust. But not all prosecutors are like that. Even so, Lang will never respect the court again, or any prosecutor. So Agent Lang is a man who hates all courts and is unwilling to forgive prosecutors. Man, what a piece of work that guy is. Come on, Jim, we better catch up. Yeah, we've still got to deliver that thing to the old man after all. Detective Gumshoe, I believe it's time we wrapped up and headed out ourselves. Yeah, you going home, Mr. Edgeworth? No, I've done nothing but be entangled in one mess after another since my return. It's alright with you. Can you drop me off at my office? No problem, sir. I think that's when that guy kills. Excuse me. Yes, what is it? Thank you very much. Oh, it's okay. No need to thank me, pal. Just doing my job as a detective. I guess I was fooled pretty badly by Lance. Oh, cruel fate. What's a woman to do when she's been hurt by the one she loves? And to think I never realized my father was right there. I never said anything to him. I knew it. I'm a failure. Ah, there she goes again, talking to herself. Miss Pops, I'm wondering if you know why your father participated in the killing. I had no idea. Your father died while he was trying to stop Lance, which means that from the very beginning he had no interest in the staged self-abduction. Wait, then did he? I believe it was because of your presence, Miss Pops. Me? Oh, whoops. Lance realized the two of you were related, which is why he used you as a hostage to coerce Mr. Devoria into cooperating. Father, as a felon, he could not tell you of his real relation to you. However, as the Amano family butler, at the very least, he was able to watch over you. It was all he could do, but that was the shape of his overflowing love for you. Go on, speak with your mind. That is... Thank you very much. You're welcome. Although, there's no need to thank me. Oh, oops. So, I mean, this man's so much older than you. Oh, there she goes. Way to go, sir. Your technique is way beyond the level of a great thief. What are you talking about now? Wow, your deducing skills may be sound, but you have no street smarts. That's Mr. Edgeworth for you. Yeah, I mean, he still hasn't figured out who I am at all. If you haven't remembered in all this time, I guess I'm just going to have to say it. This isn't the first time we've met, you know. What do you mean, pal? Mr. Edgeworth, how do you know this girl? Huh, looks like you totally forgot me too, Gummy. Gummy? Here, maybe this will jog your memory. I promised I'd return it to you one day, remember? That single piece of cloth took me back, far into my past, to that fateful day 7 years ago when I first met the then-child Kay, and Detective Gumshoe. Woo! Good stopping point.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, Turnabout Reminiscence is next. I believe that's episode 4 of 5 in the game. We wrap up this one, babe. All right, let's get a nice long rest now.